won't believe what these old milk cans can do. Today, I'll show you 15 garden border ideas that turn trash into something truly beautiful. Perfect for small yards, patios, or even narrow spaces. This is Nailed It Now, where simple things become stunning DIY solutions. Timestamps are below. Jump to what inspires you. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. Just know, these images are ideas, not rules. Use what you have. Make it yours. Maybe to you, I'm just another video. But behind this is a real dream and a real family. If this speaks to you, subscribe. You're not just clicking. You're keeping something hopeful alive. Thank you for being here. Sometimes, the most beautiful transformations begin with what others leave behind. In a quiet patio corner, tucked between two plain walls, a row of old milk cans stood waiting. Once forgotten containers of everyday utility, their surfaces now bore gentle signs of age. Dense, soft rust, faint echoes of vintage labels. But where others might see waste, a gardener sees wonder. One by one, the cans were filled with rich, dark soil, and into each went the beginning of something fresh. Sprigs of rosemary, domes of basil, clouds of thyme. Their scents rose gently with the morning sun, curling in the air like a warm memory. Each milk can, lined shoulder to shoulder, became more than a planter. Together, they formed a living border, an herb garden edge both fragrant and functional. Some cans wore soft coats of pastel paint, mint green, dusty blue, while others kept their weathered silver sheen, proud of the history they carried. Along the gravel path between them, a small wooden bench waited patiently in the shade. It wasn't grand, just enough for a pause, a cup of tea to breath between moments. On another day, a corner garden came to life in a similar way, this time in a curved formation, milk cans arcing around a patch of stepping stones. Dill and parsley rose in thick tufts, reaching for the sky, while ivy crept softly along the dark fence behind them. At night, a small solar lantern lit their leafy forms, as if to say, yes, even recycled things can glow. And somewhere else, on a narrow side yard often passed by, milk cans lined the wall like little sentinels. Each bore a hand-lettered label, proudly announcing its gift, sage, oregano, mint. Their leaves brushed against one another in the breeze, whispering stories of kitchen meals yet to come. All of it, this quiet beauty, crafted by hand, nurtured with care, built not with money, but with vision. So perhaps today, look again at what's around you. An old milk can, a narrow strip of sun, a space small in size, but wide with potential. Because borders don't have to divide, they can also invite. And even the most forgotten corner can become a place of life, of calm, of purpose. All it takes is a little dirt, a little light, and the willingness to grow. Some stories bloom not in fields, but on fences. It began with a simple wooden boundary, an ordinary picket fence, worn by seasons, quiet in a corner of a backyard. But then color arrived. One by one, milk cans were hung like lanterns of life, suspended by hooks and hope. They came painted in joy, sunny yellows, ocean blues, sunset reds. Some dotted with polka hearts, others wrapped in sunburst rays or chalkboard names like rosemary and mint. Each one cradled a piece of nature, trailing ivy spilling like green waterfalls, sunflowers smiling at morning light, nasturtiums blooming in cheerful cascades. There was no need for wide land here. This was a vertical celebration, gardening lifted up made light and made playful. In one corner, black milk cans with handwritten herb labels created a rhythm of flavor and function. The air there carried the scent of basil, thyme, and orange marigolds, blending beauty with usefulness in a way that felt effortless. A few steps over, a rainbow row of painted cans danced gently in the breeze, their trailing flowers fluttering like skirts. They brought brightness to even the grayest fence and turned a simple backyard into a place of story, color, and surprise. And along the fence where the sun hits late in the afternoon, a bench sat quietly beneath the display, flanked by scattered tools, petals on the ground, and the soft hum of bees. This was not just decor. It was living art. This is what becomes possible when we stop throwing things away and start seeing what they could become. When a milk can is more than a container, and instead becomes a vessel for color, life, and a little magic. So if your yard has a fence, a wall, or even just a patch of sun, imagine what could hang there. Imagine what might bloom. Because beauty doesn't ask for space, just a place to begin. Not every path leads to a destination. Some simply bring you peace. In the soft hush of a small backyard, where the gravel crunches gently beneath your feet, a line of old milk cans begins to tell its story. They stand like sentinels, some worn, some rust-kissed, all holding something new. Their handles are bent from years of use, their bodies dull by time, yet now they cradle life. Out of their wide mouths spill bursts of red geraniums, gentle ferns, and sweet potato vines that twist and trail with ease. Between them, the earth rises in humble support, mulch moist and full of intention. This isn't just a garden. It's a memory stitched into soil. Farther along, the line continues, this time with cans painted by nature itself. Left bare, pitted with time, their old markings still barely visible. Out from these grow daisies, black-eyed Susans, and wild lavender. Petals fall with the breeze, resting softly on the gravel path below like confetti from a quiet celebration. At golden hour, when the sun lowers its voice and turns everything honey-warm, the cans glow. Shadows lengthen, and the little white alyssum tucked between them glimmers with delicate light. Stone steps lead you forward, not quickly, but gently, guiding without rushing, welcoming without walls. It's here that something magical happens. Borders don't separate, they embrace. Edging doesn't enclose, it elevates. And a milk can, dented and dusty, can become a vessel of transformation. This garden didn't need straight lines or perfect symmetry. It needed only care, a few forgotten objects, and someone willing to believe that beauty can take root anywhere, even in a path that curves. So walk slowly, let your eyes rest on the color, your feet follow the curve, your heart feel the stillness. You may find that in the simplest trail, edged by the humblest things, you've created something deeply whole. Discover the simple joy of turning forgotten treasures into garden masterpieces. Imagine old milk cans, given a new life, standing proudly along your flower beds. You can create a gentle, dreamy scene with soft pastel hues, pale pinks, blues, and yellows, each holding a delightful mix of cosmos and snapdragons for a whimsical cottage feel. Or perhaps your spirit calls for a bolder statement. Picture a pathway lined with cans painted in vibrant, glossy reds, yellows, and turquoises, each one overflowing with colorful blooms, transforming a simple space into a stunning walkway that bursts with energy and cheerful personality. Bringing this idea to life is a heartfelt project. It starts with finding these rustic canvases, then choosing a palette that tells your story. A crucial, simple step is to ensure proper drainage for healthy roots before you paint. Then, fill them with soil and your favorite flowers, whether they stand tall toward the sun or spill gracefully over sides. This is more than just planting flowers. It's about crafting a corner of the world that is uniquely yours. It's a beautiful way to add character and color, creating your very own happy place right outside your door. In the heart of the city, where every inch of ground is precious, a garden's beauty often lies in its clever, thoughtful details. It's here that we find a new purpose for the humble milk can, not as a standalone feature, but as a key element in a fence that is both functional and beautifully understated. Picture a narrow pathway in an urban backyard, gently defined by a low, decorative border. Here, a symphony of textures works in perfect harmony. Sturdy wooden posts stand like sentinels, connected by the rustic, tactile charm of thick jute rope that drapes in gentle arcs. Nestled between them, small, silver milk cans provide a touch of cool metallic gleam. Within each can, the soft greenery of boxwood and the fragrant purple spikes of lavender create a sense of life and serenity, transforming a simple edge into a point of interest. This clever design is more than just a border. It's a living fence that blends function with bespoke, handcrafted aesthetic. It artfully separates a paved walkway from a tiny, thriving vegetable plot, protecting the tender plants while adding immense character. The concept is wonderfully adaptable. Imagine the same framework used to support delicate climbing flowers, slowly weaving a tapestry of green through the ropes. Or perhaps, fill the cans with the graceful sway of ornamental grasses that dance in the slightest breeze. This is not a fence that shouts, but one that whispers of care and creativity. It is a way to bring a sense of rustic order and nautical charm to a modern space. It proves that even the most compact urban gardens can have defined, cherished retreats, a peaceful corridor green that feels both organized and wonderfully natural. There's a special kind of magic in a kitchen garden, a place where wholesome practicality and natural beauty grow hand in hand. It is a space of connection to the earth, to our food, and to the simple joy of nurturing life. Here, recycle cans find their most purposeful calling, bringing structure and charm to the very source of our nourishment. Imagine a raised bed, its walls constructed entirely from a sturdy line of upright milk cans, each one filled with gravel for unshakable stability. Between these silvery guardians, rows of vibrant kale, spinach, and lettuce burst forth in an orderly, edible display. In another corner of the yard, this idea takes a different form. A handsome wooden frame holds rich soil for tomatoes, while a ring of recycled cans within acts as a charming inner border, creating the perfect home for bushy basil to flourish as a helpful companion plant. The cans themselves can even become the planters. With a few holes drilled into their sides, they transform into unique, breathable homes for fresh chives and oregano, their fragrant leaves sparkling with morning dew. This method is a testament to sustainable creativity, an eco-friendly solution that provides structure, helps organize your plantings, and can offer a helpful barrier against common garden pests. This is more than just a clever DIY project. It's a thoughtful, resourceful approach that brings rustic elegance to the heart of your garden. You are not just building a border, but cultivating a beautiful, well-organized, and productive sanctuary. A place where function, form, and flavor all come together in a perfect, harmonious design. A garden is a canvas, and sometimes the most breathtaking art is born from the most unexpected materials. What happens when we look at a simple metal can not for what it is, but for what it could become. We discover a new language of texture, light, and story, crafted from the remnants of the everyday. This is the beauty of mosaic, reimagined with an industrial soul. It begins with an act of transformation, flattening and shaping old cans to reveal their hidden character. Laid on the ground, these irregular pieces of silver, copper, and bronze catch the light, forming a unique, shimmering border around delicate flowers. They can also be pieced together, creating a sculptural, low-standing wall, a patchwork ribbon of metal that holds back fragrant lavender and cheerful daisies, glowing warmly in the golden hour light. In its most refined form, even the embossed lids alone can be preserved like antique medallions, set carefully into a pathway of timeless stepping stones. They create a durable and stunning feature, their hard edges softened by tiny, resilient succulents that peek through the gaps. Creating this look is a true act of craftsmanship, a patient process of piecing together a puzzle your own design, where every dent and trace of faded branding adds to its unique history. In the end, you are left with more than just a garden border. You have a piece of personal sculpture, a testament to sustainable artistry that is impossible to replicate. It serves as a powerful reminder that with creativity and vision, even the most common objects can be transformed into something truly extraordinary. In every garden, there exists a forgotten frontier, the vertical space. The walls and fences that enclose our sanctuaries are not merely boundaries, but invitations to grow upwards, to paint with foliage and flowers, and to lift our gardens towards the sky. Here, the humble milk can rise to the occasion, becoming a vessel for a new dimension of beauty. Imagine a collection of these rustic cans suspended elegantly by chains along a warm brick wall. Their placement mimics the gentle, silent cascade of a waterfall, releasing the delightful fragrance of lavender, mint, and basil with every passing breeze. On a wooden trellis, they can hang in a staggered artistic design, allowing trailing ivy and sweet potato vine to spill downwards, creating lush, living curtains of green that soften and enliven any surface. For a touch of charming order, picture them hanging in a neat, even row from sturdy hooks on a lattice fence. Each can be a vibrant, self-contained bouquet of petunias and nasturtiums, perhaps even bearing a lovely hand-painted label with the plant's name. This approach transforms an entire wall into a lively and colorful living border, a true vertical showcase. Bringing this vision to life is about creating a secure aerial foundation. Whether you choose a strong horizontal beam, a sturdy trellis, or simple, reliable hooks, ensure your support is solid. The magic then lies in your choice of plants, trailing varieties for dramatic cascades, or bushy herbs and flowers for contained bursts of life. A simple hole for drainage in each can is a final secret to a thriving vertical garden. This is more than just space-saving gardening. It is an act of complete transformation. You are creating privacy, intimacy, and a sense of being enveloped by nature. It's a living tapestry that draws the eye upward, proving that the beauty of a garden knows no bounds, reaching as high as our imagination will allow. Garden corners are places of quiet potential, often overlooked, but holding the power to become the most captivating feature of the entire landscape. With a little vertical thinking, these nooks can be transformed into points of beauty and purpose, anchored by elegant pillars that tell a story of rustic charm and creative construction. In its simplest, most classic form, a single weathered milk can stand as a rustic plinth, elevating a vibrant pot of geraniums to a place of honor, its base nestled in a soft bed of creeping thyme and smooth river stones. For a more commanding presence, imagine several cans stacked into sculptural towers. Painted in coordinating faded blues and whites, they can form a subtle, artful divide between a cozy seating area and a wilder flower bed. Their strong vertical lines softened by the gentle embrace of climbing vines. The pillar can even become a miniature vertical allotment, a sturdy tower secured by a hidden central rod, where each level offers a different delight. Cheerful pansies at the base, fragrant basil in the middle, and sweet strawberries ripening in the sun at the very top. This handcrafted structure is both a garden and a sculpture in one. The secret to these vertical creations lies in stability. For a simple pedestal, a single is perfect. For taller towers, the central rod of wood or rebar provides the necessary strength, ensuring your creation is safe and sturdy. From there, you can choose your approach. Use the topkin as a simple stand for a favorite pot, or transform each level into a planter by ensuring good drainage, creating a truly integrated and productive feature. These stacked pillars do more than just display plants. They are architectural statements. They draw the eye upward, create a sense of destination, and bring structure and personality to any corner, turning a forgotten space into a thoughtfully curated and unforgettable garden vignette. When the sun dips below the horizon, a garden doesn't go to sleep. It awakens into a different kind of life. It's a world of softened silhouettes and quiet mystery, a canvas waiting for the gentle touch of light to reveal its nighttime magic. This is where old milk cans begin their most enchanting story, transformed into lanterns that scatter patterns across the darkness. Imagine a familiar path now guided by the glow of crescent moons and twinkling stars. Their dreamy shapes dancing on the gravel with every flicker. For a touch of bohemian soul, picture weathered cans perforated with intricate mandalas. Their warm light filters through, casting a delicate lacework of shadow and gold upon fragrant lavender and the surrounding foliage. On a quiet patio, taller cans can stand as noble sentinels of the evening, their soft amber light creating a romantic, secluded retreat, wrapped in the dramatic play of light and climbing vines. To craft these glowing beacons is to become a storyteller with light. The journey begins with design, simple celestial shapes or complex, flowing patterns. With the right tools and a steady hand, the metal is carefully pierced, creating windows for the light to escape. The glow itself can come from the gentle, safe flicker of an LED candle or the effortless convenience of a solar-powered light placed inside, which charges by day to bring its magic to the night. These lanterns do more than simply illuminate a path. They create an atmosphere, an experience. They turn your garden into a destination for quiet evenings and peaceful contemplation, a space infused with warm, handcrafted glow that is entirely your own. They are a beautiful reminder that a garden's magic doesn't end when the sun sets. It simply changes its form. Color in a garden is a form of music, with each blossom playing its own beautiful note. But what happens when we compose those notes into a flowing melody? We create a gradient, a visual journey that guides the eye and soothes the soul with its seamless, gentle rhythm, turning a simple border into a work of art. Imagine a row of humble milk cans, now transformed into a soft river of color. Each can stand as a single, perfect shade in a sequence that melts from the palest sky blue into a deep and vibrant emerald green along the edge of a flower bed. This gentle progression can also unfold along a garden path, shifting from soft pinks to bold reds, creating a vivid spectrum that leads you forward. For a different kind of magic, each might hold its own private sunset, a delicate ombre paint job that fades from a light creamy peach to a rich, dramatic plum, making every single planter a unique masterpiece. This technique adds incredible depth and a contemporary feel to the rustic charm of the cans. Achieving this painterly effect is a joyful exploration of color. For that soft airbrush look on a single can, spray paint is your closest friend, allowing you to blend 2 or 3 tones into a flawless transition. For a sequential row, the delight is in mixing your palette and creating a slightly different shade for each can in the line. When you plant, you complete the composition, choosing flowers that either harmonize with the color beneath them or provide a stunning, deliberate contrast. This is more than just a creative border. It is living, kinetic art. It brings sophisticated, designer's touch to the garden, creating a sense of movement and harmony. It's a testament to the quiet power of color, proving that the most beautiful compositions are often found in the soft and gentle transitions. A garden speaks in a language all its own, in the rustle of leaves, the hum of bees, and the gentle patter of rain. But what if we could add our own voice to this natural choir, creating a gentle music that plays in harmony with the wind? This is where the humble milk can find its most surprising purpose. As an instrument in a symphony of tranquility, imagine a simple, freestanding wooden frame standing over a bed of wildflowers. From its beam, a line of weathered cans sways in the breeze, their soft, random clinks offering a playful, percussive greeting. For a more subtle effect, picture a dense curtain of cans in varied metallic finishes, bronze, silver, and charcoal, hanging close enough to gently tap and whisper to each other, creating a complex sound texture perfect for a quiet seating area. For a truly melodic experience, the cans can serve as the beautiful tops for cascading wind chimes. Their polished rods are designed to catch the slightest breeze and translate it into clear, resonant notes that drift through the garden, mingling with the soft sway of tall ornamental grasses. To conduct this garden orchestra is to simply invite the wind to play. A freestanding frame or a sturdy overhead beam provides a stage. The sound you create is your own composition, determined by the spacing of the cans, their different sizes and metals, or the addition of tuned chime rods for a more musical voice. It's a beautiful experiment in acoustics, where you are the composer of your garden's unique ambient song. This is more than a garden divider. It is a living, breathing installation that collaborates with the elements. It creates a multi-sensory retreat that soothes the mind and spirit, a place where you can not only see the beauty of your garden, but truly listen to it, finding a deep and resonant peace in the gentle music of your own creation. There's a unique satisfaction in watching a garden reach for the sky, as delicate vines transform a flat space into a vertical landscape of life. This idea captures that magic, creating a clever and beautiful system where the planter and its support become a single, elegant unit, designed for both beauty and bounty. It begins with a strong foundation, a handsome row of vintage milk cans, their weathered metal providing a rustic anchor along the edge of a lawn or a gravel path. From the heart of each can, a trellis gracefully extends upward. It might be a simple teepee of bamboo poles, tied securely at the top for a natural, organic look, or a slender wire frame offering countless holds for ambitious tendrils. Energetic bean vines eagerly accept the invitation, spiraling skyward to create a lush, living screen. This edible wall evolves through the seasons, first dotted with delicate white and purple flowers, and then offering the wonderful reward of a fresh harvest, with green bean pods hanging like jewels amongst the leaves. Creating this productive border is a lesson in smart garden architecture. The weight of the soil filled can provide the stability needed to support a tall trellis against the wind. The trellis itself can be as simple as a few sturdy branches or bamboo stakes pushed firmly into the can and tied at the top. Once this structure is built, seeds planted at the base will quickly find their support, beginning their vertical journey with no further guidance needed. This can trellis combination is more than just a creative border. It is a productive powerhouse. It's an edible hedge that provides both beauty and bounty, separating spaces with a wall of vibrant green. It is a perfect marriage of form and function, proving that the most wonderful garden designs are often those that work in complete harmony with the nature of the plants themselves. A garden path at night is a line between two worlds, a journey through the quiet dark with a touch of handcrafted light. That simple walkway can become an enchanting experience in itself, a guided tour through a landscape transformed by shadow and glow. This is where repurposed can find a noble purpose, to light the way home. Imagine a gently curving path where these metal lanterns are nestled low amongst the ferns and flowers. As twilight deepens, they awaken, casting intricate, dotted patterns of warm light upon the gravel, turning the very ground you walk on into a sparkling canvas. For a more defined presence, picture these same beautiful lanterns elevated upon rustic wooden stumps. Standing like gentle sentinels, they cast their golden glow and floral shadows from a greater height, creating a clear, soft-edged walkway that beckons you forward to the swaying ornamental grasses and hostas. Crafting this illuminated journey is a simple joy. The pattern you pierce into the metal, whether simple dots or elaborate floral designs, will define the character of the light that spills onto your path. The magic is then powered effortlessly by the sun. A small solar light, dropped inside each can, will soak up the daylight and automatically bring your path to life at dusk. Night after night, your only decision is where to place your beacons, low and subtle amongst plants or high and proud to guide the way. These are more than just lights. They are points of warmth and welcome. They transform a dark path into a safe and magical passage, inviting a slow, peaceful stroll through your garden's evening beauty. They are a promise that even after the sun has set, there is still so much wonder to see, if only you have a gentle light to guide you. There are few pleasures as simple and pure as a sun-warmed strawberry, picked fresh from a vine. This delightful idea creates the perfect home for these beloved berries. Using charming milk cans to build a garden border that is as productive as it is picturesque. Imagine a neat row of these rustic planters lining a garden path, or forming a sweet little island in your yard. Its boundary defined entirely by these sturdy vessels. Each can, whether left in its weathered silver state or painted with earthy tones and charming hand-drawn berry illustrations, becomes a pedestal for a thriving strawberry plant. As the season progresses, a cascade of bright red fruit spills gracefully over the edges, a beautiful contrast against the cool metal and deep green leaves, with delicate white blossoms promising more to come. This method is not just beautiful, it's brilliantly practical. By elevating the plants, the berries are lifted away from the damp soil, which will protect them from pests and rot, while making harvesting an easy, back-saving joy. A generous layer of straw mulch around the base keeps the soil moist and the weeds down, completing the classic strawberry patch look. Each can provide the perfect amount of space for a single plant to flourish, ensuring a bountiful and delicious crop. This is more than just a way to plant strawberries. It's a way to celebrate them. It creates a dedicated, accessible, and utterly charming feature that overflows with the taste of summer. It's a joyful and rewarding project that brings the happiness of a personal strawberry patch to any garden, big or small.